This video is covering the NCFE Level 2 Certificate in Understanding Data Protection and Data Security Workbook 1. The first few pages just show information about how to use these learning materials and how you have support as you go through, so I'm going to skip straight to the first question. Page 4 is where the first question starts, and it's about understanding current data protection legislation. Here we're going to look at personal data. So as you can see, personal data is any information that can be used to identify a specific person. Now it could be a single piece of information, or it could be a combination of a set of pieces of information. For example, a name on its own might not be considered personal data because there's thousands of people with that same name. But if it has the address and date of birth linked to it, it becomes identifiable to a specific individual. It is for this reason that personal data is dependent on whether it is considered personal or not based on the way that it is stored and what it is stored with. So as part of GDPR in 2016, you can see that it says any information relating to an identified or identifiable natural person. A natural person is known as a data subject in this case. Question 1 will ask you information about what you consider personal data to be, and you don't need to quote the GDPR regulation that's here, although using some of the information and words within that will actually help with your answer. Also note, it says to one or more factors specific to the physical, physiological, genetic, mental, economic, cultural or social identity of that natural person. It does mean that if you can identify someone from their physical location, from a photograph, from a DNA or genetic data of some description. Mental and economic are a bit more complicated, but if you can work out, it might be in a particular household and it might be the person that actually is working, etc. You can work out the economics and who that person might be. Cultural again, if someone is of a different culture based in a particular location to the majority of the people around that person. And social identity is again complicated, but includes any form of identity of that person on a social level, social networks, etc.